Donald Trump did a softball event on Fox News with Laura Ingraham. He launched what appears to be his final attack on women just days before the election. This town hall type event on Fox News was completely abortive in every way, with Trump reminding us that he knows nothing and doesn't really care about anyone. And Trump's message to women is that he's going to keep them safe. I think what he's implying here is keep them safe from scary non-white immigrants, I think.
There who, maybe don't like this tweet or this joke or this nickname. Tonight, what do you say to them about the safety of our homeland?
I say to the women, and I think I do very well with the women, actually. I think it's a lot of fake polling. I think I do very well because I say, I will keep you safe. I'm not going to allow prisoners to come out from Venezuela and many other countries all over the world, the Congo, the Middle East. They come out from the Congo in tremendous numbers. They're coming out of the Middle East, Yemen, and lots of countries that aren't particularly friendly to us. I am going to keep you safe. I'm not going to let people hurt you. I'm going to have a very strong
They were bugged by that, the protector line. Like some of the people went crazy about that. He said he's going to be my protector. That's looking down on us. So that's patronizing.
I'm looking up at them. I am going to protect. I'm going to protect men, too. It's my job to protect as president. They don't protect right now. When they let 13,099 criminals, murderers, these are people in prison, some getting ready for the death penalty, and they allowed them to come into our country. When I get them out and when I say it's not happening and when I close the border so that bad people, we want people in our country, but they have to be people that are capable of loving our country and that are good people. They have to go past tests. So I say to people, and I'm not ashamed of that. I saw a couple of wise guys on the left saying, oh, who is he? I want to protect women. I'm going to protect women, and I'm going to protect men, and I'm going to protect children. And that's my obligation to do it with the military and with law enforcement.
So the continued attacks on immigrants, continuing to play every side of women's bodily autonomy and health and safety. In every way, this is disgusting. And here's my hope, and I think that my hope is sort of backed up by the data. I don't believe women are falling for it. We are seeing a record gender gap. And I know that you go to a Trump rally and you see these boisterous conservative women saying Trump's Jesus and he's just so good, it's all fantastic. If you step back from the Trump rallies and the 5 women that speak to people and the anecdotes, the gender gap in the polling suggests women aren't falling for it. And if Kamala Harris does win, it very well may depend on how many women, not just how women vote, but what percentage of the female electorate actually turns out. Trump was asked about the belief that he's going to go after people if he wins the election. Trump says, people want me to do that. Look.
How will you restore faith in our justice system? A lot of people will say, well, he's just going to do to them what they did to him and get back at them. And
a lot of people say that's what should happen.
Well,
you want to know the truth.
Right. Well, but I think
that means, yes, I will, Laura. Thank you very much. Yes, I will, Laura. Thank you very much. I've said it so many times. Trump probably would fail to go after his enemies is not a good reason to vote for him. It's not a good reason to vote for him. It's sort of like saying attempted murder is no big deal because they failed. It's a very big deal. And also kind of interesting during this event with Laura Ingraham, some funny little fact checks. Here is where Trump said Kamala Harris should be taking North Carolina seriously. And Ingraham says, oh, she was here.
But she shouldn't be there anyway. She should be, I would say, North Carolina is bad, is so bad. And
she was there today for 3 hours, I believe, Kamala Harris.
And then another example of Laura Ingraham correcting her her guest, is Trump saying they're giving migrants $750, and she says it's for immediate needs. This isn't some kind of long-term universal basic income program for migrants.
Very concerned about that.
So we're into almost $300 billion for Ukraine, and yet they're offering people $750
for immediate needs.
For the worst, but for the worst hurricane that anybody's seen.
So, kind of interesting, I guess. Laura Ingraham is kind of a mixed bag. I think big picture, she still supports Trump, but occasionally we'll get a fact check. And then finally, any polling Trump doesn't like or is inconvenient is fake. And he stuck to that. When the issue of how he's polling with women came up, he goes, oh, those polls are fake.
I say to the women, and I think I do very well with the women, actually. I think it's a lot of fake polling. I think I do very well because I say, I will keep you safe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, believe that the polls are fake at your own risk. At your own risk. If Trump really believes that there's no gender gap and women are supporting Kamala Harris by this overwhelming margin, if he doesn't believe it, and he thinks women want to hear him talk about how everybody wanted Roe v. Wade repealed and it's going to go to the states and it'll be beautiful, despite the fact that we are seeing women forego care. Some women have died because they didn't go and seek the care that they needed. If he is confident the polling is fake and he's going to do fine with the women, he can keep doing what he's doing, and we'll see where the results land in November. You all know my hope and my expectation. Trump will win among women voters. The question is by how much, and is that gap going to be enough to push Kamala Harris to the Oval Office? And I think, I hope I didn't say Trump will win among women. I meant Trump will not win among women voters. We are going to see in this election critical crosstabs, as they are called. How do college educated versus not college educated? How do men versus women vote? How do young people vote? As Donald Trump is increasingly claiming, the young people just love him because he said that thing about Bitcoin that he probably misunderstood. The exit polls will be absolutely fascinating this time around. We have a great bonus show for you today. Make sure you're signed up at joinpacman.com. You'll have instant access, and I will see you right back here tomorrow. You can't vapor smoke inside. You're tired of people seeing you put those little pouches in your lip. There is a nicotine alternative that people won't notice. Zippix nicotine toothpicks. Our sponsor Zippix makes the only nicotine toothpick on the planet that is FDA registered. You can use it anywhere, work, restaurants, airplanes, sporting events, after a meal. The toothpicks stay in a convenient little tube that goes in your pocket or on your keychain. It's way more convenient than carrying around a huge can of pouches all day or a whole bunch of gum or whatever the case may be. Zippix nicotine toothpicks come in flavors like peppermint watermelon, sweet wood, cinnamon, whiskey. If you're not a nicotine user, try out their B12 toothpicks with caffeine instead. A quick and easy alternative to coffee. Do your lungs a favor, cut the cigarette smoke, cut the vape juice. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com today. Save 10% with the code PACMAN10 at checkout. Just remember, you must be 21 or older to order. The link is down below.